Hi everyone, welcome back to a new video. I've got my flexi hand ready, but before we get on to the nails, I just want to show you some of these Halloween bits from Nail Sugar. These have not long been released. Actually, it's probably been longer than I think, but I just want to show you them because I don't think I've shown you them. That one was not actually a Halloween one. So there's not much this year, but there is some really nice glitter mixes, which I really like. And there's this gorgeous, oh, this purple chrome is to die for. It's absolutely amazing. I've done a set with this one actually that I will put up hopefully this week. And this is the chrome look. Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? I love a purple. I love a purple and a blue. I do like blues too actually. I like purple and blue together. But that's the chrome. And then you get these little like lightning bolts. They kind of remind me of Harry Potter's, Harry Potter's scar. So I mean, you could work with that, I don't know. And these little bats, kind of every year. These are almost like, you have to have bats at Halloween. So those are the little black bats. And then there's also these black holographic, they're like witches' hats, but again, they could be the sorting hat from Harry Potter. And they are holographic. I think you can see there in the light. So they're quite cool. So you could do like a witchy set. And then we'll move on to the glitters. So this is the only fine glitter mix that Nail Sugar has got this year. It looks like it's purple and green, but actually when you open it up, it's called Black Magic. And it's got black, obviously, purple and green. And I really like it. I kind of like, and this is Freak or Unique. I love the names of these this year. So this one is a medium chunky mix, and it's the majority of it is like purple and black and green. I think that is literally all it is, purple and black and green, but I think the green might be iridescent, I'm not sure. The next one is Pumpkin Patch. This is very similar to, or it reminds me of Pumpkin Pie, only Pumpkin Pie is a chunky mix and this is more of a like a medium chunk, it's like a small chunky mix. But I love this one. I think that would be really nice. And then Sugar Skull, I fell in love with this one. This one is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to be using this one today. So the green in this is definitely where the iridescent glitter hits the light. It's not actually green glitter, I don't think. And these are the decals that I'm going to be using. These aren't from Nail Sugar. These are from, I can't even remember where they're from, like AliExpress, I think. But I'm going to be using that big skull. The acrylic I'm using is from Naio Nails. I'm using Crystal Clear. Rock and Roll. I've never used this one before, so I was like, right, we're gonna give this one a go. It's like predominantly black, but it's got a white, I don't know, it's like got like a white shimmer through it. It's really, really pretty for a black, as far as black acrylics can go, it's quite pretty. Mega White and Kimono. This is a really nice pink. So we're gonna be using those today. I am just gonna clip the, I'm not too keen on like full stiletto nails, so I'm just going to snip the end off to make it like a really fine point of a ballerina set, and I'm just going to make sure that they are pretty much the same length before I start. I always like the little fingernail slightly shorter. Also decided that I am going to use some of the bats, though I think they kind of get hidden. I was trying to show you the shimmer in that glitter in the acrylic. You will see it a little bit better later. We're going to start at the pinky. I always start from the pinky and work my way across. I just find it easier. So this now is going to be a full Rock and Roll acrylic nail. And I did decide to put, I got black on the skin. I don't do that. Don't put it on your client, okay? Fortunately, my client doesn't give a shit. Oh my god, I swore. I hate swearing. I'm so sorry. I know I do swear sometimes, but Anna got monomer on her. Oh my gosh. If she was a real person, she'd be freaking out right now, and so would I. I just put a little bit of clear acrylic on top of that, what do you call it? I was going to say butterfly, on top of the bat, just to keep it in place, because the acrylic at the top had started to set, and I don't want the bats to move when I come to cap the nail. So I'm just going to put a couple of bats on that now. I didn't know until the end that I was going to put some 3D roses on it. So I don't know what I'm doing here, making a bit of a mess. So I would have put the bats a little bit further down, but it doesn't matter. You can still kind of see them. This now is going to be a full white acrylic nail. I hate white acrylic. I don't care that there's that bit of glitter in there because it's going to be covered up anyway. So I'm going to show you now how to use water decals. I've done a video on these before. I'm going to cut the skull out that I want to use. So I'm going to go around it with my skizzers. And I'm going to cut the border off. Now there is a clear film over the top of these. So before you pop that in your water, look, you're going to want to peel it off. Excuse the state of my nails, I need to do them desperately. So you can see that clear film. Rip it off, don't rip it off, pull it off, slide it off, and then put the bit with the picture on in the water. Now literally this was only in this water for about 30 seconds, if that. Might have been a little bit shy of 30 seconds, but you'll see what happens. So it goes in. I wanted to make sure it was fully covered, and then once you take it out, if you slide it between your finger, if you push it between your finger, it should just slide, the picture should just slide off the back. And then I'm just gonna put it on the paper towel just to dry it off a little bit. You don't want all that, you don't want the water really on the nail, so just dab it off. And then I'm gonna put it in the center of the nail like that. So it's not sticky or anything. So all I'm gonna do is, I probably should have, I don't know, because normally I put this on a tacky layer of gel polish. I don't think I've ever encapsulated one of these in acrylic. You just wanna make sure you don't get any like water in between the acrylic and the back of the decal, so that's why you want to dab it off on the paper towel. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of clear acrylic, and I'm going to dip that into the glitter. This is the sugar skull glitter, and I'm going to put a little bit up the top just to cover the top of the decal, and then I'm going to do the same at the bottom. I just think this glitter goes really well with this particular water decal. I just really like this. So many things just went wrong with this set. No, not so many things, but you know what? I haven't done 3D acrylic for ages, and I'll show you later on what happens, what I did wrong. Honestly, I could have kicked myself. I just felt like it ruined the whole design for me, the whole set. But hey ho, these things happen. Okay, so that's that one. I'm going to leave that, and then I'll come back and cap it in a bit. This one is going to be a marble. You know, I kind of like me a marble now. So I'm going to put rock and roll. I completely ruined this. Honestly, if this was a real human being, this set just would have been a disaster. Fortunately, Gloria doesn't care. So I've put a little bit of rock and roll at the cuticle area, and I'm now going to take the kimono, the white acrylic and the rock and roll black acrylic, and I'm going to take little beads of that, place it on the nail, then I'm going to run the tip of my brush through it to create a marble. Now normally I go from bottom left up to top right, or the other way around, like this, up and then down. But I mean, you can do it whichever way you want. I just kind of feel it looks better if you keep the marble going all in the same direction. So now I'm going to put the beads on, you know, I've gone with the pink first, and then the black, and then the white. And then I'm just going to finish off a little bit at the end. There we go. And then I'm going to put a little bit of the sugar skull glitter through the marble. I only decided to put like 2 little like streaks of glitter. Is streak the right word? 2 little lines through the marble. And then that is that nail done. This one, I wasn't sure what to do, so I decided that I was going to do, I'd come to the decision that I was going to do an ombre, but I find black is really difficult to ombre with. So the top half of the nail, where the cuticle is going to be black, and then the bottom is going to be pink, and it's gonna go up in like a slant, can you see it's lower on the left side and higher at the right side. And then I'm gonna do like a glitter swoosh, because you know, if you don't know what to do, you can't go wrong with a marble or a glitter swoosh. So there we go, we've got our, actually that would have marbled pretty well, wouldn't it? That ombre, that's not too bad as far as ombres go. But I'm going to take the Sugar Skull glitter and we're going to do like a backwards S shape where the acrylics meet, just so that it sort of tidies it all up. I like that when the light hits that iridescent glitter, I like the hint of green that you get. I just think that's a nice touch. A nice touch. And the thumb, I'm going to do exactly the same as the pinky. So this is going to be a full rock and roll nail. There we go, easy as that. And I'm going to put some little bats on this one as well. And then, because this set is kind of Day of the Dead inspired, I did look up on Pinterest Day of the Dead, and there's loads of flowers. In fact, it was marigolds, but I can't really do marigolds because they looked too detailed. So after I've after I've encapsulated these nails and filed and buffed them, I decided that I was going to do some roses. So I've gone with red, and I've got pure red from Naio Nails. I'm going to do some on the pinky and the thumb. Now this is where I've gone wrong. I should have top coated the nail first. See, this is how long it's been since I've done 3D acrylic, you know, on top of, I was just like, honestly, afterwards I could have kicked myself. And I even thought about filing the roses off and starting again, and I just thought, no, I just can't do that. So I just went with it. So to create the roses, I have got a tutorial on doing 3D roses that I done a long time ago. So I honestly don't know if it's any good because I can't remember. But I will try and put it at the end of this video. I'll put a little card thing up. So if you want to see how to do 3D roses, you can check that out. But all you do is you take a bead, a small bead, drain the liquid out the back of the brush before you place it on the nail, because you don't want it to run around anywhere. Turn it into a crescent moon shape or a croissant shape. Wait for it to dry a little bit, and then you're going to use the belly of the brush to spread out that petal. And then when you get to the middle, it's kind of difficult to see here because I'm doing it on a black nail. When you get to the middle, you're going to want to put your bead in. Just wait for it to set up a little bit. And then you're going to make a donut shape. I was playing with it, it was too wet and it started to run around. See what I mean? So I'm just kind of going to push it back into a circle, make it into a donut. And then you're going to want to split the donut, and it's really difficult to explain. I'll leave the link to the other video at the end of this video, and you can go and check that out, because I've probably explained, in fact, you know what I'm like, I probably haven't explained it very well at all. But you'll be able to see what I'm doing better on that other nail, because I'm pretty sure it's a white rose on a light coloured nail, so you'll be able to see it better. But you kind of make a donut and then you kind of twist the donut in on itself. I'm going to do one more rose on this, but I'm going to do it on the side of the nail. So I'm taking a bead, I'm turning it into a crescent moon or a long croissant. Just wait for it to set up a little bit, and then you can use the belly of the brush to push it out. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to just do 2 petals, and then I'm going to do the centre on this one, because it's going to be like, we're only doing part of the rose on this one. So again, look, push it out. There we go, and then we're going to do the middle of the rose. These weren't the best roses I've done, to be fair. I think I don't know, it's definitely not like, I used to do loads of 3D acrylic. You'll see that like the beginning, when I first, I didn't like that. So I took it off. When I first started my channel, I used to do a lot of 3D acrylic work, and I haven't done any for so long, and it's almost like I need to get back into doing it because I've kind of like forgotten how to do it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, bear with me because I do want to do some more 3D acrylic work. 3D acrylic nails, sorry. So again, I don't know if you can see better here, but I'm kind of just turning the donut in on itself to create the center of the rose. Can you see that? So I'm just going to leave it like that. And then I'm going to put one rose on the thumb. Again, I forgot to top coat it, but so I'm going to use I'm going to use Madam Glam's non-white top coat for this, and it's top coat time. But I hadn't even cleaned the nails. Look, they're still full of dust. What on earth was going? I think my head was full of air yesterday. The day before yesterday. So I've gone ahead and I've cleaned the nails, and now we can do top coating time better. So I'm still going to work. I'm not going to top coat over those roses that I done. I'm going to go round them still. But, you know, hey ho. So I really like how the skull nail turned out. I thought that was quite cool. And then the rose, the marble nail. Yeah, so I did make a few mistakes with this set, but I was still pretty happy with how they turn out. I think they look Day of the Dead-y, don't you? There we go. And then I'm going to work around the rose on this one. Oh, this is what kind of ruined it for me. But never mind, it doesn't matter. See, look, I mean, what was I doing? Get a detailer brush, women. I'd be sacked, wouldn't I, if this was a real person? So I'm going to pop these in a lamp to cure for 30 seconds because Madam Glam gel polishes and top coats take 30 seconds to cure. If you do want to get 30% off at Madam Glam, you can use code NATMUG30. This is the close-up. I did like them. I liked how they did turn out in the end, even though I had made lots of mistakes. I hope you like them too. If you did, please leave me a like. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing. Otherwise, you will have a nightmare tonight about skulls. Okay, love you all. I'm sorry, I hope you don't have nightmares, really. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.